So Todd Oldham is a great creative thinker. So during the 90s, he had a 10-year span where he did amazing fashions. You know, this was the moment of grunge and really simple things, and he just went the complete other direction and made things as beautifully detailed and extravagant as you can imagine. There's hours of runway footage scrolling here in the first gallery, and if you watch it, you'll see a lot of the works. A lot of the garments show up in these videos.
The exhibition here consists of clothing that was made from about 1990 to 99, somewhere around that time frame. And since historical versions of it, just putting the way we showed it on the runway, are already out there, I thought it would be more interesting if we sort of recombined it and made new ensembles that sort of created new narratives. It was fun to sort of throw almost 10 years out on the ground and pick it back up in a new way.
He actually went back through his archive because he'd kept everything. He didn't have sample sales. So he kept everything and he mixed and matched. And so the ensembles you'll see here might have a skirt from 1992 mixed with a top from 1995 with some shoes from 1990. Well, one dress that is actually really fun and a little more out there than some of the other dresses, there's a dress in the last gallery called the Love Ball dress, and it's actually crafted of pipe cleaners. Todd and his team designed it for the first Love Ball, which was an AIDS research fundraiser in New York City, and the whole dress is pipe cleaners. It's a little skimpy, but it's a really fun dress. I mean, you can imagine someone going to a party with it and having a really good time.
I would get you noticed, that's for sure, and probably expose some part of your body that you were used to showing.
I really love the ensemble right when you walk into the third gallery. He calls it the bracelet dress, and it's just this incredibly embellished, very short, beautiful dress, and then he's paired it with what he called his moving blanket jacket, and it's this peach quilted jacket. It's huge, and it kind of wraps the mannequin up, and it's this pairing of, you know, fairly simple texture, one color mixed with all of this color and shine and baubles, and it's just a beautiful pairing that I think encapsulates a lot of the show. So the Rhode Island School of Design, it's a fabulous design school in Providence, Rhode Island, and that is where this exhibition originated, at their museum.
I was speaking all about that most of this is from this 10-year period, but there was one anomaly. There's a new dress that we executed last year that was made by over 60 people.
In the process of leading up to this exhibition, he started working with a class of students at RISD.
It took us almost an entire year to make. Over 40 artists made the fabric through silkscreen, and then dozens of people embroidered and stripped the fabric and knitted it. That was truly a labor of love and an extravagance of being present while you're making, because we knew it would never be worn by a human. It would only be on display in a museum, but it was a great effort and really, really fun to do.
So Todd did not just stop at the fashions. Todd did everything. There's accessories, there's shoes, there's earrings, jewelry, necklaces, bracelets. You know, everything that these models wore was designed, touched by Todd. So here in the first gallery, we have a couple of cases just showing the wide array of things he did. One of the highlights of that is what we call the button case. Todd's factory handmade buttons for everything. We guesstimated about 2,000 buttons in the case, but that's not even a fraction of what they made. So they literally made everything for these outfits.
I never asked permission, I just sort of did stuff. So when my grandmother taught me to sew at 9, I just loved it, so I just kept making, and then I started making dresses for my sister. And
you can really get a sense of the breadth of what he did in the exhibition. It really showcases just such an amazing level of work that went into these beautiful garments, and I hope when people come they take a moment to really look at them, because they're just amazing to go up close and really appreciate how much handwork went into each of them. They're amazing.